It's a struggle lifting 15-year-old Ethan Roman and his wheelchair up the front steps and into his home on Conforti Avenue in West Orange.
And we haven't been able to fully move in yet because we need a ramp, and we don't have it yet.
His mother, Stephanie, bought the home in October of 2016. She got permits to widen doorways and remodel Ethan's bathroom inside, but has been fighting the zoning board and a neighbor ever since to create exits from the house to the street, front and back, to meet international building codes. Roman's lawyer says, in order to be compliant with the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA, both the front door and the back exit must be handicap accessible.
To me, it just feels like they're discriminating against my child who's handicapped. And, you know, we as parents try to make his life easier.
Ethan has cerebral palsy.
He's fed through a G-tube. He doesn't walk on his own.
We tried to get answers from members of the zoning board. After multiple calls and emails, we were told to talk to the town spokeswoman. She then referred us back to the board, saying it is a separate entity from the town, only saying variances are required because the ramps would encroach on the required front and side setbacks. Before you bought it, did you inquire, what it would take to make those changes outside?
I did not, but then again, I did ask about would we need a permit. I knew about the permit, but I didn't know that they would give us such a hard time. I mean, it's something that, our son needs.
A neighbor is fighting the Romans' plan and got a lawyer. That neighbor's forsythia bushes would be trimmed straight up the Romans' property line, which is legal. You can see how they hang over the Romans' existing paver pathway, exactly where the ramp would be installed, out of sight.
Bushes shouldn't be more important than having a ramp for a child who's handicapped.
A lawyer for the Romans says the zoning board may be in violation of the Fair Housing Act after board members suggested the family should have looked into purchasing a different home. That was evident at a recent meeting.
There could be other homes that are more suited for a handicapped. Although if this is not the right house, then.
Roman says the board members also suggested wheeling Ethan straight out the back door to a cement pad in the case of a fire. She says a fenced-in area that slopes towards the home would be extremely unsafe, with no clear escape from the property if on fire. The next hearing on the issue is June 21st. The Romans remain in limbo. In West Orange, New Jersey, Meg Baker, CBS 2 News.
A lawyer for the neighbor says they were not interested in speaking to Meg Baker.